Hey, what's up, man? That was fun.
Yeah,
How the hell did you hit me for 10 million damage, though?
me?
10 million.
You talking to
Yeah,
me?
you.
Talking about Raven?
Yeah, Raven hit me for 10.9 mil.
Look at my build, bro.
He's
Look at my
he's
build.
running Eagle Bearer and stuff.
I'm running a God Rolled Eagle Bearer with 172 crit damage and almost right at 60% crit chance, bro. I'm running a straight red build.
That's it. That'll do it. That shit hits like a Mack truck, bro.
Yeah.
Man, well, we have you surrounded, so we're gonna go rogue.
Rogue agent.
Nice.
Yeah, you got him.
Rogue agent neutralized.
Yikes.
Rogue agent neutralized.
I bet you flat trap not too far behind.
Rogue agent eliminated.
Let's go clear.
Contaminated gear.
Good. Alright, I'm gonna push them.
Rogue explosive seeker mine detected.
Oh, he's about to go down. Please.
Nearby rogue agent killed. Rogue agent neutralized. Agent down. Rogue agent neutralized nearby.
No man for you.
Rogue agent eliminated.
Push him, push him, push him, push him, push him.
Rogue agent neutralized.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Hope everybody's staying safe and blessed through this madness that we got going on. So today we're gonna be doing a just a build video on my AR setup. And so before we get started, let's understand that this is just how I'm running my AR, and you can just kind of use this as a template. There's a lot of people out here running it pretty much the same way. This is just how I'm running it, so use this as a template and, you know, change things according to your play style. And you know, don't fault anybody for what build they're using or, you know, how they're running it. It's just what they have, and, you know, so forth. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so we are using the firewall specialization simply for the med kit or armor kit, if you'd rather go with that route. And we are using the Eagle Bearer and the Baker's Dozen. I am running a 3-piece Providence, 1-piece Grupo, and 1-piece Fenris. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Alright, so I'm running the Eagle Bearer. We're looking at 105.7 damage, 14% assault rifle damage, 21% health damage, and 10% headshot damage. Now, you can run whatever weapon you decide that you know, feel more comfortable with, the Police M4 or the Savage Wolverine, whichever, you know. If you don't have the Eagle Bearer, you can run, you know, what you have. The main thing is you want some decent stats, and you want to, you know, concentrate on your crit chance and crit damage. So for my secondary, I'm running the Baker's Dozen, 496.9, which I do not feel that this is hitting as hard as it used to, even before they reverted it back. This same pretty much setup with a little less crit chance, crit damage, I was actually hitting over 500k. So I don't think they quite brought it back to where it was, but, you know, whatever. 15% rifle damage, 11% crit damage, and 6% damage to armor with perfect lucky shot. Alright, so for my sidearm, I'm running the double-barreled sawed-off, 1.2 million, which I think is absolutely stupid. 8% shotgun damage and 12% damage to armor. And yeah, you can just kind of run with, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. Alright, so for my mask, I'm running a Fenris, 15% weapon damage, 5% crit chance, 12% crit damage with a 11.6% crit damage mod. Theoretically, you would like to have this at 6% crit chance with a 12% crit damage mod, but unfortunately, this is what I have. So, a side note on this build: if you don't have like a high crit chance or crit damage, you could also implement the Coyote's mask and run the Pack Instincts talent. So it basically gives you crit chance and crit damage depending on where you hit your last enemy, how far they are. So if you need a little bit more crit chance and crit damage and just don't have, you know, where you're comfortable, just, you know, try to run the Coyote's mask, implement it into your build, and it'll give you some crit chance and crit damage, you know, to kind of make up for what you don't have. So first piece of Providence on my chest piece, 14% weapon damage, 14.7, 4.9% crit chance, 10%, 10.6% crit damage, and 5.7% crit chance. And I do run this with efficient. It has a 50% chance not to consume the armor kit, and if you run a specialization, whichever specialization, it basically increases it by 100%. So for the firewall, I'm getting a 200% armor and health buff with the med kit. So you times that by 100, it's going to give you 400% armor and 400% health for like 5 to 10 seconds, I think it is. Don't quote me on that because I don't really know. Let's go ahead and do the Fenris. So we have the backpack at 11.2% weapon damage, 4.3 crit chance, 11% crit damage, and 11.2% crit damage on the mod. And I run this with Vigilance. Increases total weapon damage taken by weapon damage by 25%. Taken damage, disable this buffs for 4 seconds. I've heard rumors that these damage talents on the backpacks are not working, and you know, the game's buggy, so just go with what you feel comfortable with. So my knee pads are Providence, 12.8% weapon damage, 11.6% crit damage, and I rolled 6% crit chance on it. Again, this build is not completely done. I wanted to go ahead and put it out there. I had a couple people, you know, ask me about, you know, what I'm running, and, you know, just kind of go over a few things. So this could actually be better, you know, so you can see the weapon damage could go up, crit damage could go up, and of course, you know, your crit chance. So, but right now this is just kind of how I'm currently running it. So we are running the Contractor's Gloves with 14.1% weapon damage, 8% damage to armor, and 12% crit damage. So a lot of people, you know, don't like the fact that they nerfed these and the Fox's Prayer knee pads, but right now I was trying to, you know, implement some more crit damage in this build, just kind of playing around with it, and I actually kind of like it like this. So that's why I'm not running the Fox Prayer knee pads. So, all right, so the first and only piece of Grupo Sombra, we have 13.2% weapon damage, 12% crit damage, and 5.4% crit chance. Now the gear set comes with a one piece. It gives you 15% crit damage, and that's why I decided to run it, because right now I'm sitting at 59.5% crit chance and 172% crit damage. Now these two will go up when I go in and, you know, upgrade my watch. So let's go ahead and you get 10%, but right now we're just sitting at 8.4. And then So you want crit chance and crit damage, and then of course I need to upgrade my weapon damage. Will actually make this Eagle Bearer hit a little bit harder. Okay, so that's pretty much the majority of the build and how I'm just currently running it right now. Again, this is just the way I'm doing it, and there's a lot of people that have somewhat of a similar setup. But you run it how you want to. Crit chance and crit damage is very, very important in this one. Weapon damage as well. You are gonna die with this build, and you will not always, you know, stay alive. It's just not built for that. As you can see, there's 15 reds and no blues. So that's kind of how I'm running it. Now for my skills,
Incoming backup request.
I run the Jammer Pulse because the way people are spamming skills and seekers and, you know, hives, just, you know, drones and fireflies and all this other kind of stuff, it really makes sense to me. So I just run a Jammer Pulse and it does very, very well. So that's why I run that. So I also run the Seeker Mine. Now I run the single red simply because this is the only Seeker that allows you to apply a bleed effect. So it's not just the explosion, but you have a bleed. So it forces them to either take a armor kit or, you know, drop some sort of heal. Cooldown on it is 33.9%. The damage is 1.1 million. PvP damage is 207,000. So that's pretty decent for no skill tier. All right, so yeah, guys. As I said, I run the firewall specialization. I'll show you guys real quick, you know, just so you can look at it. It basically gives you like 200%. So, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? I don't never come in here and also, if you're running SMG, you want to make sure your SMG is on top. If you're running, you know, basically spec into that. If you want to run LMGs, make sure your LMG is that way. But yeah, the med kit is the reason why I'm running the your armor kit recovers 200% of your armor and 200% of your health over 10 seconds. So you times that by the efficient talent 100%, that's going to be a 400% increase on yeah, 100%. So that's going to be 400% for 10 seconds. So basically I take the armor kit, I take a tad bit of damage, I take the armor kit, I wait like half a second to a second, and I go out, and then you can generally face tank, you know, like your pesty True Patriots or whatever. Also, when you're building, my theory is, you know, you need the weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage. Okay, you want to take your player out as fast as possible. You're gonna die. Okay, there's no ifs and buts about it. It doesn't matter how tanky you are, and you know how good of a player you are. You're eventually going to die. So if you have say you had 1.8, 1.9 million armor, yeah, you're prolonging the inevitable, but you're going to die eventually. So a lot of people would rather stay alive longer and run the cheese pesties and all this other kind of stuff, which, you know, that's fine. No, you know, no hard feelings. I just don't prefer that play style. I would rather take a all red build and basically just take my opponent out quicker, because the way the NPCs and players are, if you're fighting more than one, you're getting hit from different angles, so it's just a matter of time. But if you have the firepower to basically take that player out or NPC out, then you're eliminating that much more damage. So it's just my play style. It's not everybody's play style, but just the way I do my builds. And so So yeah, guys, I'll try to leave some gameplay, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Feel free to like and subscribe for more content, and yeah, I guess we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, peace.